Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is day 16 of me talking to the camera. The purpose of this challenge is to help me gain camera confidence, and if you want to see more details on the purpose of my goals, please see the description down below for day 1, which will talk about more of what the purpose of this is. Up on my screen you will see this guide that I found online to help me have topics to talk about every day. And in today's video, which I believe might be my favorite day by this far, is to talk about my favorite movies and my favorite TV shows. So I just wrote it down just to help me out. And yeah, so the first, I realized I don't have a lot of favorite movies, but a movie that I recently rewatched is called Your Name, and the first time I got exposed to that movie was when I went to Japan the first time in 2017. And it was on the airplane, and I think I watched it 4 times and cried. Such a good movie. For those of you who don't know what Your Name is about, it's essentially where a boy and a girl, every other day, they switch lives and they're in each other's bodies and they're trying to navigate this phenomenon, and so they have to learn more about each other to navigate each other's lives. But then there's a big old plot twist and I cried. So please go watch it. It's beautifully animated. It's such a good movie, and normally I watch a lot of dubbed anime, but this is the one time exception that I would actually recommend just watch the subbed. Not that the dubbed was bad, it's probably because I watched it subbed 4 times in a row. My next favorite show, this is all practically gonna be anime, is My Hero Academia. Such a good show. I love that there's not a lot of filler in that show. I did end up watching most of the show when it was up to about season 5, and then I fell off because there wasn't much to watch, so I just stopped watching it. Then I started rewatching it, and I got to halfway through season 5. I got to the point of where Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki are at Endeavor's agency, is where I'm at right now. Still, such a good show. Please go watch. And again, I love that there's not a lot of filler in the show, because one of the next shows I'm about to mention is known for a lot of filler, specifically in part 1 of its show. And the next show that I like is Naruto. I grew up watching that. I love Naruto. It just hits home for me. And I think I was mostly into it. I mean, I've been watching this show since I was 5 or 6 when it was on Cartoon Network. And my friend Alyssa, which have some really old YouTube videos which have been taken down, we really enjoyed Naruto, and she was a Sakura stan, I was a Hinata stan, which is ironic because my friend is more of the shy one and I'm more of the outgoing and outspoken one. But Hinata for days. I've been part of the shipping wars back in 2007 when Naruto things were coming on. You know, Sakura, Sasuke, huge ship I liked. Naruto, Hinata, huge ship I liked. Now looking back at it, these ships don't make any sense. As much as I love Hinata, she'd be kind of creepy in part 1. Sakura would be kind of useless, but if you look at the reasons to why Kishimoto made Sakura the way she was, which people saw her as useless, but she was supposed to be considered being like every other typical girl, instead of trying to make this just fantasy or not realistic girl, which I think backfired. But when you look at it from that perspective, that she's supposed to be your every other tween girl who fawns over a guy, and yeah. So then as a follow-up to that show, so Boruto, when it first came out, I thought it was kind of stupid and I didn't like it. And it's not that this part is technically animated yet, but Boruto Blue Vortex has been popping off, and I'm excited for that show to come out. I felt like as Boruto progressed, it got so much better. It's just the beginning of it, and maybe that's just what it needed to be, was to give it some time to build upon itself. Because Naruto, despite the fact that it had its controversies, you know, it's still a beloved show. A lot of people just love the characters, and so it had a lot to live up to, and I felt like a lot of the characters just didn't live up to that. but I only kept watching because Himawari. I love Himawari because I love Hinata and I love Naruto, and Boruto, I didn't like it. It was getting to the point of, can Himawari just be the main character? And I will say she plays a bigger role in part 2, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, please disregard. Then the last show I have written down that I've been watching a lot of is The Circle on Netflix. I am up to season 3. I don't know, I feel like that the first season was like iconic with its iconic cast. Like I felt like I was part of the fam and I just felt very connected to the people. Even the people that got like voted off early, like you still had that connection with them. And it felt that, and if I just didn't feel that with season 2. In season 3, there's a couple people I'm like, okay, but there are just some things I'm just not connecting with these people in season 3, so I might end up dropping off on that show. But I will say I love season 1, and I love Sammy and Shubham and Seaburn and Joey and Chris. Oh my god, my dog's barking. Anyway, but yeah, so these are the shows and movie that I like. They will always have a special place in my heart. And so yeah, so that will conclude today's video. I hoped you liked hearing me geek out about shows that I enjoy. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Please like and subscribe, and adios!